Hello gamers, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're coming off an absolutely nutty win with the Ironclad, a victory in 44 minutes using things like Demon Form and Heavy Blades, getting a whole bunch of strength. This turn, we only have one character left who we have not beaten Ascension with. It's the Watcher. The Watcher is definitely the character I'm not going to say I enjoyed the least, but I find the gameplay of the Watcher to be a little bit more challenging. I've had success with the Watcher in only one way so far, and that's build mantra and pray that we get like the one strike in our deck. That's what we did last time. We had a lot of defense, a lot of blocks, a lot of mantra generation. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Then we hit mantra, pray that we can get a signature move for 120 base damage. With that being said, let's have the enemies in our next 3 combats have 1 HP. I think maybe if we can get ourselves off to a simple start, that could be really good for us. We're gonna try to go this direction, hit up an early merchant mayhaps, and there's a chance that we can get an elite here and only have to hit them one time. Right, Sanctity, gain 6 block. If the last played card this combat was a skill, draw 2 cards. Okay, that sounds really good. It's a defense +2. Crush Joints has not been my favorite. Deal 8 cards. If the last card played this combat was a skill, apply 1 vulnerable. Talk to the hand. Deal 5 damage. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block and exhaust. I think this goes away though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think talk to the hand goes away. It doesn't stay for the whole fight. But really, the only card here that I think I like is Sanctity. Hey, Merchant, help me out here. I got 119 gold. Do you have anything that I could use? I never take Bowling Ball. I never take it. Protect. Whenever you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. I think that's a decent power. Can you get it to be innate? No, you cannot, but you can get it to cost 0. I don't like that. 81 gold. Let's do it. Let's take Rushdown. We'll play the power. If need be. Empty Mind. Draw 2 cards. Exit your stance. Pressure points. Pressure points, it comes up all the time. And I don't really understand it. Your next attack deals 5 additional damage. But it's a skill. It's good with crushing your joints. It's a nice crushing your joints. Draw 2 cards and exit your stance. When you exit Calm, you gain energy. Let's do that. Lose 33 gold, or do we want to gain 75 gold and lose 11 HP? Let's lose 33 gold. I don't think it's that much gold to lose. All right, gain 27. Tiny chest. Every 4th question mark room contains a chest. I like that early on. Campfire me. We're gonna smith. Okay, so when we enter Wrath, we can draw 3 cards for 0 energy. Sanctity, we can gain 9 block. Empty Mind, draw 3 cards, exit your stance. So if we have Vigilance up already, if we have Vigilance up, and we play Empty Mind, we can exit our stance, which is Calm, which will gain us energy. What do we do with the energy? What is the engine going to do? We can also exit Wrath form with Empty Mind as well and draw 2 cards. I think it could be flexible. The thing is, energy is going to be at a premium. It's not going to make sense right now. I think it's good later on. I think a 1-cost Eruption is kind of like the first thing that you need to really make the build make sense. And let's go test it against a pretty difficult... Oh, an elite, that's right. My natural pathing led me to the original plan in the first place. Sundial. I want to get My deck shuffled back in a lot, so I don't want to add a lot of cards. Alt. Gain 3 block. If you are in Wrath, gain additional 9 block. I just think it's good. Enter Wrath early. Start dealing damage. Let's Smith. So we get off to a great start. Deal 10 damage to everyone in combat with Bowling Bash. Alright, whenever we get a skill, upgrade it. This is our first actual combat. Let's do it. Bowling Bash will deal 10 damage to both targets. Oh, deal 10 damage for each enemy in combat. Oh, I see. Really kind of good. We start with a miracle, which is always nice. And we'll play a rushdown, sure. Just to ensure that when we do enter eruption, we get to draw more cards. Okay, deal 5 damage to all enemies with Consecrate. Clear your blows or deal 9 damage, exit your stance. I already have ways out of my stance. This could give me another way out of my stance. I'd like a card that put me into calm mode at the end of my turn. That would be broken, but that's what I want. Whenever you change stances, return this from the discard pile. It deals 4 damage. It's a nice card. But let's keep our deck nice and thin. Every 4th question mark has something really good for me, and I want to remove a card from my deck. And this might sound crazy. And you're like, why would you ever do this? Let's get rid of Vigilance. Just to give us the mental clarity that there's only one thing that matters, and it's damage. Damage. You can double the damage of one of our strikes. Also make Rushdown cost 0. Okay. We can no longer enter calm stance, which is okay. It's okay in my book. Don't need to exit our stance right now. Okay, Sanctity. If the last played card this combat was a skill, draw 2 cards. I believe the last played card last combat was a skill, or was it a strike? It probably was a strike. So let's put up some block. I think 9 block is good enough, and we'll strike him. Because now we will get Eruption. We want to enter an offense phase for sure. Eruption, we draw 2. We do get a strike, and we get a Bowling Bash. It's more damage than we could have ever hoped to get. So we start with Halt. We draw 2 cards with Sanctity. Hope to get a strike. No strike was ever found. We draw cards. Strike. Gain 30 block does the job. Every time you play 5 cards and so no, let's just gain. Let's do panic button. You put up some block. Not take damage. And then strike you, you're gone. Okay, we're gonna enter Wrath form and then try to drop our stance by not entering Calm. I don't know. Maybe you can enter Calm a different way. Whenever you gain block this turn, apply 2 weak to all enemies. Cry. Maybe it is Cry? No, it's Conclude. Conclude is too good not to take. We're gonna go for another elite. Lagavulin. Okay, rush down. That's the only card we really cared about taking, so let's drink this. Start with Eruption. Strike you. Bowling Bash you. Then my turn. I'm gonna keep the Miracle. Okay, we're in the wrong form. Get 9 block. Sanctity gives us some more block. We strike. We conclude for 24 damage, or do we put up a block? Let's drink a block potion and block almost everything, and we play a conclude. Conclude will do 24. Definitely have this guy now. There we go. Whenever you play a power card, add a random card in your hand costs 0 this turn. That's good. Power, I'd get that. I got that with Defect. And it was really, really good. What's through Violence? Deal 20 damage? No thanks. There's lots of Scry. I'm not changing my stances that much. I think I might just stay in Wrath. I'm gonna gamble it. I'm gonna heal so little if I go in. Conclude. Deal 16 damage to all enemies. What is my boss? It is Slime. It's my area of effect. We're going up against Slime. Pretty terrible turn 1. Let's drink a potion. And Diva form is definitely the best one we could have possibly hoped to even think about getting. Let's do defend. Let's do sanctity. We're gonna draw 2 cards. We do get rush down and we get a strike. Okay, we still didn't get Eruption, which is tough. Draw 2 cards. There's our Eruption. Our Bowling Bash for 20. Conclude will do 32. That'll put you in split. You're not vulnerable. I want to put you at 87. Okay. I can put you down. I can do it. I have to. Start with the Eruption. Play the Slimes. And I wish it didn't have to end that way, but the boss ends up getting a really good split against us. Drop my stance and draw 2 cards. Sanctity gets a lot of value here. Conclude will do 16 to both. Let's strike, conclude. And we take 5. I think I can deal enough damage to own these kids. I empty my stance, or I drop my stance, and I keep the ball rolling. Where's all this energy coming from? Is it Sundial? No, it's Diva form. Yeah, a free Diva form goes crazy. Okay. I don't get enough damage to kill them both. Unless we do this, Sanctity, Eruption, now conclude. Boom! Double tap, 32 damage. Okay. Ball, take an extra turn after this one, end your turn, exhaust. Pretty funny. Omniscient. Choose a card in your draw pile. Play the chosen card twice and exhaust it. That's crazy. I have a power? Yeah. Conclude could go crazy with that, though. Brilliance. Deal 12 damage. Deals additional damage equal to the mantra gain this combat. If I can get mantra generation with this, there would be zero stopping me. Vault Plus, this, I'm trying to figure out the use case for Vault Plus, because if you take an extra turn after this one, then you end your turn. 2 energy. That allows me to kind of bypass the phases of the game. I don't know. At the start of your turn, draw 2 additional cards. Start each combat confused. I can no longer rest at rest sites. Oh man, this is tough. Start each combat confused? Doesn't sound like what I want because I've kept my costs very low. Kept my costs super low so far. No longer rest at rest sites. Transform and upgrade them? Okay. Oh, I can choose. Okay, okay. The basic defense. I'm not sure what they just became, but they became what? Basic defense became Conjure Blade, shuffle an expunger with an X+1 into your draw pile. Deal 9 damage X times. Okay, that's pretty nuts. Ragnarok, deal 6 damage to a random enemy 6 times. That's pretty good. And what else did we get? Fear No Evil. Deal 11 damage. If the enemy intends to attack, enter calm. Ooh. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I just want to try it. I just want to use it. Okay, so I can take an extra turn after this one. I'm going to drink some thorns this fight. So, what do we want to do? I can hit conclude, and then they hit themselves and be really funny. Shuffle an expunger. My deck. Gain 6 block. I think gain 6 block and hit conclude. Maybe it's Vault conclude? Vault. Oh, it ends my turn. Okay, well, I have it complete. Deal 6 damage from a random enemy 6 times. Free energy. End it, brother. Deal 11 damage if they intend to attack. Enter calm. Get owned. I only take 5 damage here. Okay, so rush down, enter wrath, and I'm in calm. You guys are kind of about to get absolutely rinsed. Flip some block. That'll block all the incoming damage. Just draw 2 cards. Deal 11 damage. I can enter calm. We can go infinite. This is the way. Just can't add too many cards to my deck. Right now, I think the deck has what it takes. We just chill. We just gotta figure out a way to, yes, make it smaller, but use Vault in a positive way. Okay, rush down. I can enter calm. That means I can use Eruption. Enter calm. Use Fear No Evil. Or enter Wrath. Now I can use Fear No Evil for 22 damage. Okay. And then I can take an extra turn after this one. Or I can shuffle an expunger with X+1 into my draw pile. I'm going to take the safe route. Okay, so Sanctity, give me some block and draw me some cards. Now I can deal 36 damage to him if I want to play a mantra. Draw 2 cards, exit my stance. I'm going to gain some energy. Sure, that didn't feel too good for him. Got 16 HP left. Let's end my turn with a conclude, and he's dead. Okay, that takes it takes a lot more thinking. Than a typical build might. Receive 5 apparition, lose 36 max HP. I just don't take damage. But receiving 5 apparition would destroy my deck. It would never recover. It's already on its last legs. But we'll gain the intangible and lose the HP. Right, unplayable and innate. We can get a relic for it. We have a campfire coming up. Or we have a merchant coming up after a campfire. We'll take it. Whenever obtain a curse, gain a max HP. You know what? We'll take that. I only had 36 max HP. We need to start getting it back up. Okay, 21 damage coming in. We play an apparition for 1. That's just an absolute must. And then this is a conjure blade angle. We didn't draw it, but we did draw an apparition. So we want to say thank you very much to that. Eruption you. And play another apparition. Every time we see an apparition, I think we just play it. Just too good of a card. It's too good. Enter Divinity Stance. Now that is a funny card. Rush down. Wait, Empty Mind. Sanctity. Draw me 2 more. Anything worth 0? No. I could have played a miracle, but I'm okay. I've got some intangible. I can get this guy down. I can enter Wrath, maybe? Let's see. Hit you with an Expunger. Hit you with a Ragnarok. And then I conclude. You didn't like that. I still have another intangible. Enter Calm. Which is what I will do. Take an extra turn after this one. Enter Calm. Now Eruption comes back. With a bunch of damage to boot. Strike. Yes. Okay. Okay. It makes sense. Whenever you change stances, gain 4 block. Now we're just going to go intangible. I'd like Cut Through Fate. Allows me to draw good cards. But I gotta keep the deck as small as I can. Alright, rest up at the campfire. Okay. I mean, don't think we can do worship. Let's see. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Okay, we start with Rushdown. I think that's just a really good relic to get most of the time. And worth all of our gold, I would say. Getting a power card off rip every game, super good. Okay, we're gonna enter Calm Stance and just start slapping the Mystic. We really don't take very much damage because of intangible. Draw another apparition. We play an apparition. There's really no debating that. Okay. Apparition. Bash. And conclude. Each turn we just take 0. We get 2 apparitions here. Then I'm going to go into eruption. And I gained some energy back. We'll get owned. And let's play Miracle and Vault. We'll get an extra turn. This is a good use case for this. We can strike, expunger. Oh, baby. Wow. If you are in Wrath, apply 5 vulnerable to all enemies. Yes. Okay. The merchant's not really important, but the elite is. We get a horned cleat. That's very useful, kind of. Okay, so we start with Rushdown, and we're gonna do that thing where we just take 1,000,000 damage because all we drew was strikes. Yeah, not good. Okay. We'll get an apparition, which is good. We can enter Calm Stance. And let's get an expunger out here. We gain the block this turn. Apparition. Then it's Vault. Eruption me. Boom. Now we get a little bit of damage coming in. Expunger. Draw 2 cards, me. 2 apparitions, 3. Let's get all these apparitions up and strike them. I'm going to be intangible for the next 3 turns. Eruption. Oh, I don't have the energy to play Ragnarok. It's okay. We'll just gain the entry via a miracle. And negate 2 curses. Sick. Now, at the start of your turn, gain 2 mantra. Yes. Let's take it, and that's a C. Right, Rushdown. You have to play apparitions. Ink. We take down the cultist if we can. So if we get the power to gain mantra every turn early, then it's pretty useful. If not, it's pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it. Let's gain the 6 block that we need to block all the incoming damage. And then because we're not in Calm, I kind of want to just put an expunger and put some expungers into my deck. Maybe draw them. Get the apparitions. The apparitions will help us buy time for the expungers to come back. We'll get some warm-up damage on these guys. Apparition. Forget about Devotion. We can expunge this guy. There, he's gone. And we'll play Devotion. I mean, there's no point in not gaining mantra. We don't need an apparition this turn. But actually would be a waste. We want that card to come back. Okay, if we enter Wrath form, we have no way to get out of it. Can we do enough damage? I don't think we can. We don't have a lot of strength. Put up a defend. Let's strike. Let's conclude. You take a pretty big hit there. This expunger will do quite a bit of damage. Gotta take the path of least resistance here. We do enough. Draw 2 cards. Exit stance? No. Wrath? Draw 2. I have to try something. I'm gonna try a vault. We definitely get there now. We hit our mantra turn. Hey, you're torched. Okay. Don't wanna any more cards. Maybe wheel kick could be good, but it costs so much energy. Need to try to question mark it. Happy flower. Every 3 turns, gain 3 energy. Big. Rest. Holy cow, we are on a knife's edge. Okay, gain some mantra. Rush down. Indignation. Apparition. Let's put up a defend. And get another turn. Okay, so we start a brand new turn, which feels like it's cheating. Might be. Let's do eruption. Conclude will do 32 damage to all. Okay, so that I think it'll leave you with a little bit of HP left. I don't want to enter calm yet. Play apparition and play conclude. Okay. I still have 1 intangible. I can strike you, you're gone. Since I've already wasted 1 intangible, it's like gonna be wasted this turn. The one I play the last turn, the apparition I played last turn will carry over to this turn. With 2 apparitions. Shuffle X plus 1 expungers. Okay, I'll take 1 expunger. There it is, we draw it. Later. Oh. That's right, it's X plus 1 for the other thing as well. Alright, now you're torched. You take halt? I don't think so. I think halt isn't doing that much for us anymore. Deal 3 damage 3 times, enter Wrath, shuffle this card into your draw pile. More ways to enter Wrath is good. Alright, let's rest up. 24 HP. All of our HP matters quite a bit. Rush down. Don't need apparition this round, we can save it. Hear No Evil's a great card for us to get. Let's gain the strength. Wasted 3 energy that turn, but not a whole lot we can do. This is officially our first time we want to play our apparitions. We'll play 2, and then we'll play 3. I want to be able to enter offensive stance now. Don't draw away. Gain an apparition. Strike you. And gain 2 mantra might be the way. Enter Wrath. Apply the vulnerable to all the enemies. And conjure blade. And conclude for 0. Oh, nice. Now 1 intangible. Deal 16 damage 2 times this turn. Draw some more cards. Let's expunge. Take another turn. Ragnarok could be kind of sick. Entering Calm could be kind of sick too. Let's just do some strikes. And then enter Calm. He's gonna do 1 damage because I still have my intangible up. Enter Wrath. Shuffle this card into your draw pile. Okay, here, Tantrum, strike, empty minds, hope to draw to strike. Which one does the most? 13, 9, 9. There's no reason not to play Conclude. Not to play the block. It'll block 1. Might come in handy. Okay, he tends to use a buff. So in that case, just hit him. Hit him with a Ragnarok. Okay, here we go. I'm in Divinity Stance. Did you have Vulnerable on him? No. Okay. Let's use Indignation, apply the Vulnerable. I'm gonna try to draw some better attacks. Oh, I'm not in Wrath form anymore. Don't know how that happened. Definitely do not have the damage now. Include will do 18. Wait, my Divinity Stance is gone too. You not have Wrath and Divinity up at the same time. They counter each other. Now I'm in neither. Enter Divinity Stance. Get the extra energy. Let's go for it. Draw 2 cards. Get something good. Don't enter Wrath. Don't enter Calm. Just strike him. Strike him. Conclude. Okay, we beat the champ. Now we know. Now we know. Divinity overrides Wrath. Retain. Enter Divinity. Die next turn. Exhaust. Establishment. Whenever a card is retained, reduce its cost by 1 this combat. Let's take Blasphemy. I think that's good. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Effectiveness of Potions. On pickup, remove 2 cards from your deck. I do need some deck fixing. What do I need to drop? Conjure Blades, maybe? Devotion? I'll drop Devotion and I'll drop... Or I no longer discard my hand. Let's try no longer discard my hand. Maybe this will be good. Okay, let's go into some combat. Rush down. For 0 is always very nice. Apparition. Devotion gains some Mantra. Mantra is still better than Wrath. So it's like, we're still doing big chunks. Let's hit the guy in the back. He's looking at me funny. And conclude my turn. Okay, we got an apparition. It's so good to get those. You can't enter Divinity this turn. You can enter Calm, which would be nice. Nice. Let's do that. Let's deal 11 damage and enter Calm. Now we have Blasphemy when we want it, which is a triple damage buff. Whatever I play. So right here, what you do is you play Blasphemy, you enter Divinity, you just play Ragnarok. You just watch them all get torched. There's something to this. Whenever you change your stance, return this from the discard pile to your hand. You gain 1 less energy at the start of your turn. I don't think I can do it. Plus it's a 2-cost power. You generate enough mana for this makes sense. Let's skip. Flurry of Blows plus does sound good. No, let's skip. Alright, we gotta deal with thorns now. This is not gonna be good. Rush down. Apparition. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost to 1. Let me hit the guy in the back. You don't. I can enter Calm, which would be great. Enter Calm. Put up some defend. Break the guy in the back and then conclude? Or 16 times 3 is 42. Doesn't do quite enough. Strike the guy in the back. Oh, not enough energy. I think I do want to conclude here. Boop. Now I can enter Blasphemy and then do a lot with it. Play Intangible. Play Blasphemy. Play Ragnarok. There you go. Okay. Another conclude could be very good. It's 2 cards that end my turn. If I get them both in the same time, it'd be so horrid. So bad. I need some deck fixing, so I'm making my way to a market. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play an Apparition. I'm gonna enter Wrath. Apparition. Sanctity. Draw 2 cards, maybe. Nothing good. I think I might have choked that a little bit. Indignation you. Hit you with a couple strikes. You're only doing 1 damage. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. In offense form, he's still not going to hit me. Don't think I have the damage to kill him. Not attacking, so I don't want to play an Apparition. What do we do? We enter Calm. We don't play any Apparitions this turn. Instead, we don't play Devotion. I guess we 2-play Devotion. There's nothing really else to play, and we conclude. So now we can play an Apparition at the right time every turn. This is not bad. I think this is actually pretty good. I can kind of just pick and choose my times. Tantrum me, block me, and take a turn after this one. Sounds pretty good. Let's play a 0-cost halt. But I can't play this anymore. Okay. We're gonna conjure blades. You get it right away, which is kind of crazy. 187 damage. If I really want to, I could run the numbers. But I want to enter Calm first. And now draw away. That's tough. 187. 60 from Bowling Bash. 36 from Strike. I die at the start of my next turn if I do it. I have to hold out. I think you just play Vault. Draw 2 cards, exit my stance. I have it now? Play this and try to get some more attacks. Okay. We're gonna try this. If we die, we die. Blasphemy. Ragnarok. Pretty much gets us there by itself. Boom. Okay. Entering Divinity at the right time? Yes. Could be very good. Your next attack deals plus 8 damage. Deal 15 damage, shuffle through violence into your draw pile. I don't really need retain. Yeah, what I do need is some deck fixing. Retain, enter calm. Yeah, because it's really about the one shot, isn't it? Upgrade all the cards for the rest of combat exhaust. Whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked damage, increase it to 5. Or each leads combat with 2 strength. My deck needs to be fixed at all. No, because I like all the attacks that I have. One thing is Expunger. I can maybe get rid of it, but it's a nice card to have. Getting rid of Devotion would be so nice, I think. It's just not my card. Maybe it's a card for a different game. A very stall heavy game, but not this game. Start Elite combat with 2 strength. I just don't think I can do that. Not with how far we've already come. Alright, question mark me. Upgrade all cards I can no longer heal. I have a lot of already upgraded cards. It would just upgrade my strikes. Empty Mind, Sanctity, Vault. Anything else is upgraded. Gain 2 curses. Gain 999 gold. Yeah, we negate both of those curses. But we don't get the max HP. How dare you? Is there another merchant before the end? No, so all this gold is completely wasted. Whatever. We can definitely smith here, though. And what's one card that we probably want to smith? It's 3 cards from Empty Mind. A 9 block from Sanctity. Or how about just upgrade a basic strike? Let's do that. Upgrade a basic strike, it'll do a lot more damage. Ooh, here we go. Start with Rushdown. You play an Apparition to take 0 this turn? Or we just take 10? I take 0. I think we play an Apparition. Play Defend, play a Halt, play a Conclude. Okay, this turn, next card is played twice. I don't want to burn that for this guy. I don't think this guy ever stops going for me. What we're going to do is we're going to enter Calm using that card. That's probably our best card because it does a little bit of damage and enters Calm. Now, when I want to enter Divinity, I can. Also, apply Vulnerable to you. Indignation will apply a lot of Vulnerable to you. Get an Apparition up, or we can make the strongest Expunge the world's ever seen. It's not the strongest Expunge the world's ever seen, but it is going to be good. We draw it back? No. Alright, let's play an Apparition. Let's draw some cards. Okay, so we do draw it. Let's go for it. Let's go for the one shot. Oh, yes! Oh, you've never seen anything like it. Okay. Diva Form. The start of your turn, gain energy. Increase this by 1. Yes. Intangible plus Diva Form goes off. Lose Vault. I think Vault's had its time in the sun. It just does so much good with the energy. Like when it does go off, get another turn. I think it's had its time. It should leave. Ink bottle. When you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Okay. Rush down. When I enter Wrath, I draw 2 cards. It's really not that great of a card for me anymore, but it's free, so I play it. You're no evil. I can go into Calm. Definitely play an Apparition. Who do I hit? Maybe a Repulsor. Take none here, thanks to the Apparition cards. It's our defense. We don't draw an Apparition card, but there's not much damage coming, especially if we can kill this lad. We could enter Divinity and conclude. That does 48 damage to everybody. I die next turn. 48. That's all I need. 48. Check everything. Check everything. Okay, I live. Good. Ooh, okay. Put a miracle into your hand at the start of your turn. No. No, no, no. Only thing that matters is not taking damage. Let's... I want to enter Calm, but there's no Calm here. Let's draw 2. Draw 2 again. Get an Apparition. We're going to take no damage. We can enter Calm as well and also deal some damage back. Okay. We could Diva Form an Apparition here. Let's do that. Miracle, Diva Form. Or maybe called Deva Form. But now we're going to start getting a lot of energy. Hopefully they all go for like defensive attacks or defensive things here. Okay. So when we get out of our stance, I can draw 2 cards. I can die next turn. Let's draw the 2 cards and see what happens. I don't think I can do it this turn. They're all going to put up shield. I just Ragnarok. I can enter Wrath form. Gain a bunch of damage. And try it. It won't kill me. Hey, this is actually pretty good. Apply vulnerable to all enemies. Ragnarok me. It's not as good as Mantra form, but it's still good. Duplication potion. Next card is played twice. I definitely want to 2 miracles in my hand. I like the random power. What is the boss? What's the boss? It's the time. So the power is good actually. We keep the power potion. Okay, add a card into my deck. We're not gonna do Mantra. Nope, none of those cards are calling my name. We go for the elite. Why not? Why not? We do end up... we're gonna take some damage this turn, maybe. 18 damage this turn. We just say screw it and Diva form it. I don't really have anything else I can do. Don't have much max energy. I haven't had much max energy the entire game. We stay in Calm for a bit. We play some in Apparitions. I think we should maybe get an Expunger going. Play Rush Down. This is now a 0-cost strike. I kind of like that. We'll play it now. Okay, here we go. If I enter my form and hit them with this Expunger, will do enough damage. We don't have to make that a choice now. We can keep drawing cards. Okay. We'll do is we will enter Wrath, apply Vulnerable, and do 30 damage for each enemy in combat. We can still keep going. Definitely going to be in range of Diva form now. 18 damage 3 times. Well, not enough energy. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to go into Diva form. Expunge you. Boom. There we go. Okay, if you are in Calm, draw 4 cards. Otherwise, enter Calm. For 1. I think enter Calm for 0 is good. You can enter Calm and then enter Diva form and get more energy. But it's just going to add more cards to my deck. It's definitely a rest angle. I want to have at least a little bit of HP. Hopefully we don't die to this boss. Give me some intangible. No intangible early on. Rush down. I can't go into Wrath unless I have a way out. This is a... Let him hit me. And conjure a very powerful expunger angle. If I play that Wrath card, I die. We do not get a... Scariest thing about right now is that we did not draw. I have 14 block though. I can get there. We'll hold the apparition. We'll play defend. We're gonna play this a little bit slow. If anything I can play, it won't kill me. Like a way into Calm. That's what I'm really looking for. Play a Bowling Bash. Didn't get my expunger. What we do have is an apparition, so we're good on defense this turn. Still no way into Calm. It's okay. We'll do a Wrath turn. Where we will... Well, actually, this is a great turn to enter Calm. But wait, we have 1 HP and he's going to do 1 damage. I have to put up some block. It's got to be an apparition. No way. I have to play it. At least I get 2 apparitions out of it. No! How? Because you reduce all damage in this combat to 1. Ah. You died to an elite right before the final boss. Go back in there. Man. Going back into this, wondering which cards kind of maybe we didn't need. I think Expunger is nice. It does give you a really strong blade. But Ragnarok and Expunger kind of do the same thing, take up the same spot. Bowling Bash didn't end up being that great for us. I did like the apparitions. We actually needed to draw more of them. And it was actually just allowing him to put me down to 1 HP, because then once I'm down to 1 HP, the intangible didn't matter anymore. So that's something to learn, definitely, is if intangible is your defense, 1 HP is not safe. 2 HP is safe, 1 HP, not safe. Alright, thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe to see more videos like this one, and we'll conquer the Spire next time. Bye!